Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you and I'm in love with you. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. California in the building. Roll the corn. Chicago, 666 Melanin, what up? We know the truth now. Hit the like button, put where you're from, put the corn in the chat. New Orleans, Detroit, New York, Zach, what up? Roll the corn. Uniquely Leslie, roll the corn. Flower Goddess, what up? Lou on the beats. OG Bobby Johnson. Atara. Roll the corn. Put the corn in the chat. Put the corn in the chat. Atara is a Hebrew word meaning crown. Atara is a Hebrew word meaning crown. Feminine Hebrew word meaning crown. Roll the corn, just off the top of my head. See, people don't know that. 6012 Gracious Jacktown in the building. Roll the corn. Auntie Tay-Tay, roll the corn. What it do? What it do? Let me share the live. Daryl Harden in the building. My dog. Roll the corn. Now today, I'm going to go over the New Jersey Devils, right? And then I'm going to do half of the DeSoto book, because DeSoto got a book about the names of the people and the chiefs he came across when he came to America. The book is 500 pages long, so I'm gonna do a part today and I'm gonna do a part tomorrow, just to show y'all the names of these chiefs in these cities are Hebrew when DeSoto came to the southeast of America. Put the corn in the chat. Love y'all, and I'm in love with you. I bow my head to my people because I love you, and I'm in love with you. I know who you are, and I know what greatness we come from on this landmass where we sit today. Roll the corn. Lou on the beach. Respect my kicks. Roll the corn. Put where you're from. Put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from. Put the corn in the chat. Roll the corn. Mickey, what up? Tampa, Florida, the Yay area. Chocolate City. Appreciate you. Sis, what up? North Click, Augusta, Georgia. It's back to Atlanta. Shit too hot in Augusta. Roll the corn. Big Dream Creator, what up? Put the corn in the chat. Put the corn in the chat. Let's hit 100. Then we're gonna get started. Let's hit 100 in the chat. We're gonna get started. Indian J, what up? Follow Indian J. Follow Indian J. Los Angeles, California, Nisha, how you doing? North Carolina, Raleigh. D Hawk, roll the corn. We know the truth now. Now, when we speak about the Northeast, right? Mr. Mitra, what up? AZ Drone, Detroit Tone Low. Gulfport, Mississippi, Biloxi, Tunica, Road of Corn. Now, when we speak about the mound building culture in the Northeast, we're speaking about the Algonquin tribe, the Lenape, the Micmac Indians, right? All melanated tribes, because those tribes have a big connection to the Naga. Those tribes have a big connection to the Naga, right? So these are melanated people. Lenape, Micmac Indians. I'm going to show y'all the real names of these tribes, and we're going to break them down, and I'm going to show y'all what they talking about when they talk about these people. What up with the 7? Up there in the Northeast that are mound builders, right? Let's go. Now, New Jersey Devils. The New Jersey Devils. Why do they call them the New Jersey Devils? Right? The same reason they call the Mississippi Valley State the Delta Devils. See, you got to know what these hunter-gatherers be talking about, right? The New Jersey Devils, the Arizona Sun Devils, the Mississippi Valley Delta Devils. Who they talking about? What are they referring to? Where do you get this ideology to call your mascot a devil? Interesting. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Now, the New Jersey Devils. Red face, red and black logo, horns, Duke Blue Devils. But the horns, the red face, the devil, let's keep going. Roll the corn. Now, before I get started, let's do this. Let's crank it up, right? Billy Carson. Look. My daddy was indigenous. Billy Carson. My daddy was indigenous to America. His tribe, the Cherokee out of Washington, D.C. I know your daddy indigenous, nigga. Roll the corn. Stop playing. Ain't no aliens. It's just your people. Let me get out the way. Ain't no aliens, nigga. It's just ancestors. Ain't no aliens. Nah, ain't nobody gave you no knowledge. Ain't nobody gave your peanut head ass no knowledge. But your ancestors. And we're going to get back to this later in the day-to-day. But you hunter-gatherers going to start showing respect to your people from this land. And stop pointing out all this other shit that don't got nothing to do with nothing. Point your people out. See, the ancestors will make you soul search. The ancestors will make you soul search. When the truth come out, you got to soul search. You can't sit there and just forget about your ancestors. If the power is coming back, it's in the air. We feel it. We hear it. You got to feel the pain of your people. No matter where you at in life, no matter what you trying to teach, you got to feel the pain of your people. Roll the corn. Now, I just want to show y'all that to get it started. Now, New Jersey Devils. Roll the corn. Inside the creepy abandoned villages deep in the New Jersey Pine Barrens, there was once a bustling town and are now home to something much more mysterious. Look at the brickwork out there. Look at the brickwork in New Jersey in the forest. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. The most haunted place in America. The Lenape tribe lived there. The most haunted place in America, the Lenape, the New Jersey Lenape Devils live there. That's what they say. Let's keep going. They got a myth about devils in this area. They're talking about our people. Ain't no real devil. Ain't no fucking real devil. They talking about your people. Let's keep going. Ghost towns, Pine Barren, right? Story of a New Jersey devil, a mystical beast born to a woman living in Pine Barrens, which has reportedly haunted the region for hundreds of years. That's the spirit of our ancestors that hunt the region. Ain't no devils. But y'all don't know that hunter-gatherers, so y'all just say, they the devil. When you see that devil shit, they're talking about your ancient culture. Not the real devil, your ancestors. Put that in your head. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Ancient mills and made of iron, paper, terracotta, right? Abandoned houses. Capital of the Pine, New Jersey. It's all type of abandoned ancient stuff out there in the Pine Barrens area. This is where they get the devil stuff from. Let's keep going. The residents are proud of the history and the culture. You can find a New Jersey devil lurking in many parts of Pine Barrens, including outside Lucille's Country Cooking, with the devil, with the horns, a fake-ass entity that they are trying to make, they got from your ancestors, and they put it outside the diner so, you know, it could bring in some customers. Come on in. This is the New Jersey devil land. That type of shit. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Locals believe or disbelieve legends of varying degrees, but most are knowledgeable of the area's history. What's the area's history? Y'all got rid of the Lenape tribe, which y'all called the devils, and that's the history of New Jersey. Let's keep going. Look. Fed up with having children wished it to be a devil. All this old head of a goat, wings of a bat, forked tail, all this old shit. See that? Let's keep going. Look at the ancient brickwork in South Jersey, way in the woods. I'm gonna get to the point. Y'all stick with me. Ancient brickwork, ancient land of stone builders, mound building culture, right out there in New Jersey. Roll the coin. Look at the Arches of Baal. The Arches of Baal, master builders, out there in the woods in New Jersey. This is our ancient melanated people now. This ancient melanated people stuff in the woods. Let's keep going. Stories of beasts drowned. People travel to Blue Hole. There was a blue hole. Mound builders found blue holes with water coming from the earth in these areas. Those are the blue hole areas. And a lot of artifacts are found here because these are called the Fountain of Youth by YT people. The Fountain of Youth. Natural springs. Let's keep going. Mounds, seashells, created by indigenous people who would travel to the Great Bay, is thought to be 10,000 years old. Pine Barrens, New Jersey. That's older than all that shit over there. Seashell, way from the south. Let's keep going. That's fire. Shells were placed in such a way the mound could extend deep into the ground, and human remains have been found in similar mounds nearby. New Jersey Devils, huh? Let's keep going. A monument dedicated to the indigenous people from Tuckerton. They served in World War I, stand for Tuckerton, New Jersey, right? Lenape people were forcibly displaced. Indigenous people of the United States, forcibly displaced. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Now, the Lenape, also known as Delaware, and the Micmac Indians are Algonquin-speaking people, indicating a shared linguistic ancestry. The same bloodline of the Algonquin, the Micmac, and the Lenape, all melanated tribes in the Northeast, building with stone and building mounds. That's why I like to show y'all the pictures. So can't nobody be saying they ain't build nothing. They wasn't there. They was there, right? Lenape homeland, right? Spanned New Jersey, Delaware, eastern Pennsylvania, and the lower Hudson Valley, while the Micmac was Canadian maritime provinces, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, and up there in the Northeast, Quebec, right? Micmac, also known as the Penobscot or the Abenaki. Abenaki sound close to Anunnaki, right? But we ain't gonna even do that. We're part of the Wabanaki Confederacy, which was a separate political entity from the Lenape. Let's keep going. Now, the Lenape town, and this is their ancient name. The Lenape ancient name is Manalapan. Their ancient name of the Lenape is Manalapan. This is the name of the town that these people lived in. Manalapan. Now, through what I taught y'all, what is Mana? What is Mana? Come on. I already taught y'all this. Mana. What is Mana? Mana was in the Ark of the Covenant. What is Mana? Mana is the food from God, right? Ain't Mana the food from God that fed the Israelites? So y'all got to stick with me now. Mana is the corn that fed the Israelites. That's the same Mana. You get it? You hear me? Mana was in the Ark of the Covenant that fed the Israelites. Mana, corn, lapin. What's lapin? Lapin. What that mean? Laban, Lavan, Lapan, all the same word. That means white. That means white. The white corn. The white corn. You get it? Mana Lapin, the white corn. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Now, Mana Lapin. These people know the name. They all worship one God called the Great Spirit. The Great Spirit is the same God of the Mississippian, the Creek Indian, the Choctaw, the Temuca, the Yamasee, the Yamacraw. All the same people, same history, same teaching, same languages. So the name is Manalapan, right? White corn is the Lenape tribe. Let's keep going. Mana is Hebrew. Mana Lapin. They try to tell you, see, this is what hunter-gatherers try to mix the knowledge in. This is what hunter-gatherers try to mix the knowledge in of our land. They try to say it's man who. Who, man? Man who? Mana is man who? Come on, man who what we eating, man? That's bullshit. Mana is white corn that fed the goddamn Israelites. We know it's Hebrew, but it ain't no man who. It's corn. Let's keep going. Mana. Watch this. Hebrew word mana. Portion, dose, ration. Related to the Hebrew word, which means the gift from God. In the Bible, the Israelites were given manna as a miraculous food source to sustain them in the desert. Man, who ain't feeding nobody in the desert? Corn is. It don't make no goddamn sense. You hunter-gatherers switching up the words because think we ain't gonna figure this shit out. 2026, I'm turning into a human computer. I'm turning into a human computer 2026. I got about 30 days and I'm on y'all ass real hard. Let's keep going. I'm going to another level with this shit. It's finna be over with. Mana Lapon, the white corn now. Truth now, you're tripping. Ain't no white corn in New Jersey. Lapon means white. Lapon means white. You making up shit, Truth? Nah. I'm gonna show y'all the white corn and everything in New Jersey. I don't play no fucking game. Roll the corn. Now, where do these other cultures get these words from? Lapon, white in Yiddish. Lapon in Slovenian. We know they didn't come up with that. Lapon, and we made they fucking languages over there. Let's keep going. Now, New Jersey Devils. The Jersey Devil is a possible tie to the Lenape folklore. The Lenape called the area that is now Pine Burrows, Porpusing, or the place of the dragon. Which they talking about. I'm sure who they talking about. The place of the dragon, that's the Griffin, people. The Griffin. The Mississippian Piazza. The same thing. See, the Piazza turned into the Griffin. That's why the Griffin is on them buildings coming from this bloodline from America, who later on put the Griffin on the goddamn limestone buildings. So you gotta know your culture. Them ain't no damn Tartarians. That's us. We got a big ass piazza on the Mississippi River, right outside the limestone quarry. This is what the Lenape is talking about when they talk about the dragon. The piazza, the Griffin. Hunter-gatherers don't know that. They just keep on going. Now, you get this. Now they're talking about the Jersey Devil with the dragon. Then they got the Red Devil on the New Jersey Devils. You get this type of shit. Let's keep going. Now, before I keep going, hold on, let me see something. I got to show y'all the white corn was there first now. The white corn was there. Let's go back. I don't think I loaded up this receipt, but let me show you. I got to show you everything to keep you on your toes now, because this shit the real. Watch this now. The white corn, Mana Lapon, right? Mana Lapon. True now, you be making shit up. Okay. Everything I say, I can bag that shit up. Everything I say, I'ma bag it up. We just ain't putting out no words acting like they Creole. We ain't putting out no fake ass words. Ancient white corn, Iroquois white corn, the stable of the Iroquois for over 2,000 years. That's why they call Mana Lapun. Iroquois, Micmac, Lenape, white corn, Mana Lapa. There you go. See, it all go together. See, that's the difference when you teaching the truth and you making shit up. Receipts go with receipts. They go with receipt after receipt. Because it all is the truth. When the truth hit the goddamn air, everything else get out the way. You can't lie no more. The lies don't add up. The truth adds up every time. Why are they called it Iroquois white corn in New Jersey? I know why. Because manna is corn. The same manna they talking about in the Bible is corn. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Now, the Lenape singing man of fallen Fleming Falls. A stone face carved in Ohio which feature resembling those found in traditional Lenape masks. Here you go. This shit on side of stone. This shit in stone. Ancient melanated people face in stone all the way from Delaware all the way to Ohio. This the Nephilim they speak of. See, they ain't never showed you this. They ain't gonna show you the real shit that go with the truth. Look at that, beautiful. Talking about some popular picnic mounds. Them ain't no goddamn picnic mounds. Them our fucking mounds. Talking about it's a popular spot for the picnic mounds. No, them ain't no goddamn picnic mounds. Our people buried up under them goddamn mounds. Y'all eating them dry ass sandwiches on top of our people. Them dry ass Lay's potato chips on our people with that lemonade with no goddamn sugar in it. With them raisins in the potato salad on top of our mounds. Eating them dry ass turkey sandwiches on top of the fucking mounds. Then y'all gonna call it the picnic mound. Y'all always got some old hunter-gatherer ass shit. The picnic mound. What the fuck is a picnic mound? And we got this big ass face out there on the side of the stone. This is our fucking land from the top to the bottom. I like that name, Mr. Elite Receipt the Engineer. I'm engineering this shit. I'm reverse engineering all the lies that they told us, bro. You got to reverse engineer this shit. Why they telling you to reverse engineer a UFO? Now I'm reverse engineering my fucking history. Let's keep going. Here go the red and black mask right here. Here go the red and black mask. Lenape. Red and black mask. The black soil. Woo, fire. Fire. These melanated people's masks, people. Ain't no hunter-gatherer made this. This our shit. Any damn museums all over the Northeast. East Coast Delaware River area. Roll the corn. Look. The Lenape is Delaware. The drum, the forked drum, turtle shells, masks, prayer sticks. Grotesque man like riding a creature, riding a deer, making up all this fake ass shit, trying to hide the culture. Ain't no devil running around New Jersey. If it is a devil out in New Jersey, we got something for his ass. Let the devil bring his ass out. We not worried about the devil. The devil better be worried about us. Ain't nobody scared. Roll the corn. We got something for the devil. He gonna get back in the hole. I'm gonna put his ass back in the hole. Roll the corn. Cause ain't no entity running around that can't be touched. Y'all can stop that shit. That's white folk shit. Ain't no entity that can't be touched. We can touch his ass spiritually or we can touch him physically. You just gotta know what to do. You just gotta know what to do. Look, I can touch shit spiritually. So a lot of people, they'll be teaching this shit on it. They don't know how to touch nothing spiritually. They ain't never learned nothing from their people that touch nothing spiritually. They just talk about it. Just talking about it and you don't know what to do, ain't gonna do nothing. You gotta be able to know. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. And I hate to talk like this. Y'all know me. But if you play with me, I really can fuck with you. I really can touch you spiritually. I be letting guys make it with that bullshit on the internet because it ain't worth it. I know way more than I talk about, bro. Way more. Hands-on shit. And I know shit you done read out no book. That's why I don't let people play with our information, bro. No man from no land finna play with us. If he lying, I'm on his ass with the quickness. I don't give a damn who he is. Because material things can't stop this spiritual power. It can't stop it. You could be a millionaire. Truth, I can touch you. Don't matter. That shit ain't nothing. That shit is paper. That shit can't stop nothing spiritually. So therefore, this journey is on a whole nother level of mine, right? My journey on a whole nother level. I'm not seeking materialism. I'm not seeking an ego. Let me tell y'all what I seek. I'm to the point to where I have to dumb myself down, right? Just to be normal. Some kind of way, some kind of how. I don't know how to explain it. Some kind of way, the power of the download of my people is on me so hard, I got to dumb myself down. I got to let shit make it. Leave shit alone. Let bullshit slide for the bigger picture, right? Now, sometimes this shit drive people crazy. Because they ain't built, right? They ain't built for it. You got to be a special individual to try to tell 100% truth. You got to be a special individual. 100% truth, not 99.5, 99. I'm talking about 100% truth. You got to be a special individual. You got to be a special individual to turn this down, turn that down, and block the noise out, and keep teaching your people the right shit. Everybody can't do it. Some people get a little money and go AWOL. They get to go to getting high, drunk. I'm sober as the morning river. Right? I do smoke tobacco, but that's just because it's in my DNA. But you got to be a certain person to stay virtuous. No matter what kind of so-called success that you call success, that people call success in this world. I'm not successful Because the things that people say is success is not success to me. A big ass house and a Benz and a bankroll is not success to me. Success to me is living the way my ancestors want me to live. Teaching it the way they want me to teach it. And trying to hold up to what they done in this fucked up world today. Because we got morals. We got morals. We got traditions. We are virtuous. Everybody can't hold up to the morals. Right? That's why you throw in religions to overcoat the bullshit. Oh, I'm Muslim. I got 8 wives. That's to cover up bullshit. Oh, they sinners and I don't like them. That's to cover up bullshit. You covering up your imperfections with a religion. Oh, I'm just going to go pray and they're going to get off me. No. Praying to an entity not going to get that dirt off, that smut off your fucking soul. No matter how you get down there and do it 8 times a day. If you broke them morals, you just broke them morals. You're going to have to fix that in nature. Can't just get on your knees and pray up. No, you got to fix that in the physical. You hurt something in the physical, you got to fix it in the physical. You hurt a person, you got to help a person. 3 times fold. That's what the ancestors did. And I'm going to show y'all how good of a people they was. Let's keep going. Now, the Lenape tribe, red and black mask, this became the New Jersey Devil. Your mound building culture was renamed the devil, sinful, filthy, evil people. That's what they called us. Because we was nature's people. Nature and God don't go together. You must learn that. If you speak in nature and I'm speaking God, we got a problem. Christians are trying to transform nature's people into Christians. That's the real history of the world. That's how you learn the true history of what they're talking about. Right? Let's keep going. He say, I'm from West Africa. Your mama from Antarctica. How about that? Lone Star. Block. Do I like I'm from West Africa? You see that pretty brown skin? Nigga? And this ain't no West Africa right here, baby. No. You see that copper in the light? Nah. You know the truth now. I can comb through this beard. I can go straight through. Want me to go get a comb? Ain't no Africa over here. This a whole nother bloodline, way smoother, way more player, way more seasoned, way more in tune with the earth. Come on now. West Africa? Our people built West Africa. You don't want the receipt, dude. Because them towns over there in West Africa named after some Hebrew shit. And that sure ain't no goddamn African named it. You don't even want me to go that far. See, I'm going to tell y'all something funny. They try to tell you from Africa, but we built Africa 5,000 years ago. So how the fuck I'm from Africa? If my ancestors built Africa, built the Mediterranean, built Israel, built Tigris and the Euphrates. I done showed y'all the receipts. Then they try to run us back home. After they get control, they want to try to bring us back to the promised land. You hunter-gatherers. Why is it always a problem with the Hebrews and the other people? You better ask yourself that. It's the same thing today. Why the Hebrews always got a problem with everybody else? They got a problem with the pharaohs. They got a problem with who else? The Assyrians. They got a problem with everybody over there. Palestine and the real ones. Because they're not from there. They were greater people. Greater people always get hated on. Why they hate American melanated people today? You rap and make all that money, NBA young boy, we hate you. We hate all y'all. Y'all come do our women hair for money. You don't hate us, do you? When we pay you that bankroll. Arabs don't like us. YT people, Africans, why nobody don't like us? Why nobody don't like Truth Now? And you on our land and you don't like us. Why? Ain't no economy if it ain't for us. Ain't nothing over here if it ain't for us. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm reading the DeSoto book. The DeSoto book long as a motherfucker. Every damn chapter, we feeding their ass corn. I'm gonna show you. Every chapter, we got a storehouse with the corn. Go out there and eat. We got berries out. Go eat, hunter-gatherers. If we are so not advanced, why are we feeding you motherfuckers? Way back in the 1500s. If we the damn dummies, why are we feeding y'all smart ass? You can't be that smart if you that damn hungry. I'm gonna show y'all. Let's keep going. Let me get through with this shit right here. Right? Researchers believe that the colonists' Jersey Devil legend merged with the Lenape's figure, Misingvi, resulting in a similar-looking creature, but with the Christian devil interpretation. Whoa, there we go. See what I'm saying? These people believe the devil. The devil coming. The devil is not of your nature. The devil is of their nature. They want to make everything the devil. Everything you do is devilish. Still to this day. He got a Pooh Shiesty on. He devilish. His pants sag and he devilish. Everything he do, look at his car, he devilish. Look at what he rapping about. Look at how he mean mug and scare the hell out of all the YT people. He the devil. He walked in to get a hamburger and he the goddamn devil. Look at how they criminalize us, make us seem like we so evil in the hood. That shit been going on. They been calling you the devil and your culture. You been the devil. Ain't no real one. You keep thinking Lucifer fell out the goddamn sky you want to. You a damn fool. They talking about your ass. You fell and went against God. That's what they trying to teach their people. Your black ass went against God. Because you of nature. Don't you get it now? I hate to teach it this raw, but raw the only way I can teach it. Roll the corn. We the devil in their eyes. Uncivilized devils. The Tasmanian devils. When you wipe out Tasmania with all them melanated people, you call them the Tasmanian devils. Just like the New Jersey Devils and the Delta Devils and the Arizona Sun Devils. You get it? They ain't talking about no motherfucking biblical devil. They talking about you. Build a college right on top of your shit and name it the Devils. You get it now? Tasmania was wiped out. All melanated people. They took over the land. Now they talking about got a cartoon with the Tasmanian devil. Like he's some fucking stupid idiot and his whole bloodline wiped out. And they put you a cartoon talking about the devil of the Tasmanian. You get it? That's how they see you. Devil. Go watch the cartoon. You gonna see what the fuck they talking about. Talking about you. Oh, they talking about an animal. Okay. An animal, all right. Yeah. They try. That's how they fuck with you. That's how they fuck with you. Talking about the animal. That Tasmanian devil small as hell. Like a big ass rat. That motherfucker ain't doing too much. They use that symbolism for the people they got rid of. They use that symbolism for the people they got rid of. Right? Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Where was that? The ceremonies are an actual Lenape practice. The Jersey Devil is a specific legend of European origin that was applied to the local folklore of the Lenape. Right? Let's keep going. Lenape Mass. They said it influenced the Jersey Devil, a lie. Costume figure represents a spirit called Messine, which had a mask with horns and wings, similar to the description of the New Jersey Devil. That's what they're talking about. Let's keep going. Now, the Lenape and the Mi'kmaq languages are related. Larger Algonquin family. You get it? Same bloodline. Lenape, Mi'kmaq, Algonquin, same people. Let's go look at the languages. Mi'kmaq looking just like ancient Egyptian. What kind of people these is, people? What kind of people are writing the same glyphs as Egypt in America? Melanated American Northeastern Indians. They're making fun of you when they say New Jersey Devils. Let's keep going. Now I'm finna get deep. Now, if this ain't deep right here, my name ain't Truth now. This the best live on TikTok. Ain't nobody breaking this type of shit. Watch this. Saul chose 300,000 men of Israel, whereof 2,000 were the Saul in Mishmash and in Bethel. Beth is house of God. And 1,000 were with Jonathan in the Gibeah of Benjamin. And the rest of the people he sent every man to his tent. Now, the Saul in Mi'kmash. Who the fuck is y'all talking about the Mi'kmash? This in the Bible. Mi'kmash? Mi'kmaq? Oh my God, let's keep going. Mi'kmaq is the correct term for the indigenous people. That term, the Mi'kmash, ain't no way. M-I-C-H? M-I-C-H, mash? Them the same goddamn people. Oh my God. I see why they got manna in the Ark of the Covenant. Because you son up. What the fuck? Ain't no way we missed it. How we missed it, y'all? Let's go back. Ain't no way we missed it. Saul chose him 3,000 men of Israel, whereof 2,000 were with Saul in Michmash and in the mount of Bethel. What the hell is Michmash in the Bible? Then I go look up the Michmash term. It's the same damn word. What the fuck? I'm done. Listen, now, I'm done. Y'all, we gonna get back into this. That's too much. That's too deep. I don't know what's going on. But did y'all change the word from Michmash to Micmac to hide it? Now, let's get a little deeper. Saul in Michmash. Now, me studying mounds, it's a big ass mound called Saul's Mound in Tennessee. And they found copper swords and axes of the Hebrew in that damn mound. Because I know I ain't tripping because I study this shit. Now the Saul y'all talking about, ain't no way. The Saul y'all talking about, is this him? Where he was buried? In the Pinson Mounds? Pinson? The Saul in the Bible? Oh my God. See, that's way over. That's deep. That's deep right there. That's crazy right there now. If I can, I'm just on the tip of the iceberg, but I'm working towards the truth. You bet. This just some shit. This just the format. I'm finna, when I get to studying hard, I'm finna figure out who Saul is in his mound. Because he got copper swords, copper axes, breastplates. The real Nephilim. Right in Tennessee. And y'all talking about the Saul and the Micmac in the back. Ain't no way. Oh, them the real men of Israel, huh? The real Israel? Right over right over the corner. That's just a connection I just kind of thought off the top of my head, but I'm going to do some more research on that. Now, hold on. Let's look into this a little deeper. Y'all know how I do. Now the mind is working. The downloads is coming. Gibeah of Saul, a royal city of Israel's first king. Saul served as the capital during the reign of the tribal territory of Benjamin north of Jerusalem. The Tel El Ful, we know Tel is mound. El Ful, what is F-U-L in Hebrew? Hold on. See, we got to figure this shit out. Hold on. Because this Hebrew for sure. We ain't even got to worry about that. Tel El Ful. F-U-L. Give me what I need. Quit playing. Depends on the meaning. It is Hebrew, but the word of full, complete, abundant. So full in Hebrew is complete or abundant. Tel El Ful, the Gibeah of Saul, infamous association with the rape of the Levites' concubine, which led to civil war. So this is in the Mormon Bible. You know the Mormons are talking about our people anyway. when they talk about Nephites and hunter-gatherer Lamanite. So, I mean, this shit is crazy. I'm going to have to come back to this because it's crazy. The hometown of Saul became the center of his administration and military hub. Military hub. Now, could the Pinson Mounds be Saul's military hub? That's what you got to try to figure out. And Gibeah was the site of a brutal crime against the people. Now, a lot of people was buried in Pinson Mounds with their armor and swords. Now, Pinson Mounds, let's go see. Pinson Mounds. Let's go see if Pinson Mounds had a lot of weapons. Yes, archaeological excavations of Pinson Mounds have uncovered evidence of tools and weapons, specifically stone projectile points, hunter, swords, axes. So could the Pinson Mounds be Saul's military fort? Because it's a Saul mound where somebody named Saul was buried. We'll get into that another day. I just want to put something on y'all mind. That's crazy. But that's in the Book of Mormon. Let's keep going. So we got that. Micmac is Micmash. We already see that. These are the Nephilim. Yes, that's what they're talking about. The names go too close together, right? So here's the Nephite language and the Micmac language. Nephite, Micmac, same shit. Nephilim. They're talking about your ancestors in America, buried in mounds they got in their biblical books. Roll the corn. That's fire. That is fire. Now let's go look here. According to Joseph Smith, these characters represent the form of Reformed Egyptian writing. At the time, Joseph was the start. Joseph Smith is the guy who wrote the Book of Mormon, right? Digging in our mounds, pulling out stuff. Large plates of Nephi, and edited by the prophet and historian Mormon on his Plates of Mormon. They pulled out plates out of these mounds and edited by a Mormon prophet and a Mormon historian and changed it to what they wanted it to be. You see that right there? They edited our shit, and they still got it. These Mormon people still got our bloodlines, artifacts somewhere in America. And we need to find them because that shit gonna break the code. That's why they live in Utah on these lands they call all this stuff. They own all the land where the Nephi was. They talking about your ancestors. Roll the corn. Had before seen translated from the Egyptian, showed that these not yet translated, Egyptian, Chaldaic, Assyriac, and Arabic, and that they were the true characters. Damn, hold on. Translation was correct. That's fire. That's fire. Let's keep going. Here go another look at the Nephite and Micmac language. See it? Look exactly the same. Exactly the same bloodline of people. Exactly the same. Fire. And I'm finna get deeper. Watch this. Nephite characters taken from the plates, the Hebrew plates found in the mounds. Micmac hieroglyphics. Lenape, Algonquin. Ancient American archaeology, right? Now watch this. Watch this. Hoblo Group 8, Hoblo Group X with these people. Watch this. Hold on. Gotta make sure y'all can see it. Hoblo Group X, right there. Now, what place in the world, and they know it, got that same DNA in ancient culture? Watch this. The Hills of Galilee. You see it? The peopling of the Americas, ancestry, right? The Hills of Galilee and the mound builders got the same damn Hoblo Group X. You see it? Who lived in the Hills of Galilee? Who lived in the Hills of Galilee? Ain't that where Jesus walked on water? See, motherfucker don't even know where Jesus walked on water at. Who lived in the Hills of Galilee? What were they called? What were they called? Who built the Hebrews? Follow Casey Macon. Who lived in the Hills of Galilee? Didn't Jesus walk on the Sea of Galilee? See, who built that shit? Where all this shit come from? Hebrews lived. So why the fuck do people think Hebrews didn't live in America and the DNA of the damn mound builders is the same as the people in the Hills of Galilee? What more can I teach, bro? What more can I say? Our artifacts are older than the artifacts in the Hill of Galilee. Therefore, that teaching came from this land. Then y'all talking about manna, corn. It all makes sense. People on the internet talking about can't no boat come across the Atlantic Ocean. Yes, the fuck it can. Who taught you that? No, you ain't getting no strike from truth now with that information. The Phoenician had boats leaving the Mississippi River made of wood, waterproofed, going straight across that motherfucker. Now niggas on the internet talking about ain't nobody get on no ship. Nobody ever. You crazy as hell. We took copper up the Mississippi all across the North America, all across the ocean in a ship. You think we figure that shit out? When you waterproof wood, the ocean can't fuck with it. See, you don't know nothing about that. You don't know nothing about bitumen. They just telling you some shit white folk know. Bitumen, you put it on wood, ain't no tearing of the wood with the bitumen on it. Bitumen waterproofs reed boats. The first people on a Tigris in the Euphrates River had reed bitumen boats. That is an American boat. Fuck you think made the Fertile Crescent the Fertile Crescent? Our people. Roll the corn. See, they don't want to teach you. The mound builder got the same bloodline as the Egyptian, the first Egyptians, and the first Hebrews in the Hills of Galilee. And I got the receipts. Matter of fact, pull the receipt up. Fuck it. Show them. Show them the receipt. Why not? It ain't that hard to find. We know the truth now. Where's the map with the bloodline, the ancient bloodlines on there? I just was showing this the other day. Roll the corn. You're going to see it all through the Mediterranean Sea, all through America, and there it is. You're going to see it. It's on the map. Mike can't find it today. And all the people in the Mediterranean Sea know about panthers and corn and all this American stuff, right? Panthers all on their artifacts. These boats were going right across the water. Red and black boats. Red and black boats with bitumen grooved all over it to waterproof it. Then you get to looking at these red and black masts. This is a tribe, people. Everybody ain't going red and black. Everybody wasn't vice lord back then. Roll the cord. Everybody wasn't IVL back then. They're Phoenician. See, you got to put all this shit together. These mound building bloodlines became Phoenicians and Cretans. Everybody wasn't banging. Roll the corn. Some stayed at home and some hit the road, Jack. But they all still our people. Now, this is the book. I want to give y'all this is the book when DeSoto came through America on foot, right? This is the book when DeSoto landed in Florida, went around the Southeast, fucking with everybody. The book is so long that I gotta show y'all piece and piece. We're gonna go piece by piece. We're gonna do the rest of the book tomorrow. But this is the name of the book. Expedition of Hernando DeSoto into Florida, right? Here go the other part of it. Historical collection of Louisiana, embracing translation of many rare and valuable documents related to the natural, civil, and political history of that state, right? Roll the corn. Let's go back. Now, this is what we're looking at. Right here. Right here. Okay. Now you see Cacique. See it? Cacique is the chief, the leader in Spanish, right? This man run across so many chiefs that I lost track of the damn names. DeSoto ran across so many melanated chiefs, so they just think it was just one little kingdom here, one. Chiefs everywhere, Indians everywhere, melanated people everywhere when that man came here. I lost track of the chiefs, it's so many. Some got Hebrew names, some got Sanskrit names, just all type of ancient names. But this what you must know. This is what they called us, the chief. But that's not the original word. Right? It's not it. Now let's look at this one. The first chief, Karak of Uzachil. Uzachil. Uza, talking about Native American tribe, right? Uza Hebrew means strength. Uzachil. Uzachil. Why is the damn chiefs got Hebrew name? Chill. Strength, power, wealth in Hebrew. Somebody powerful lived there. And there ain't no fucking Indian name. His name is Uza Chil, which is Hebrew. How you think he look in the chat? Give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2. How you think User Chill look? And he got a Hebrew damn name. What you think he look like? He sure ain't look like no Native American. Not with that name. That is an ancient Hebrew name. He look just like us. I put my head on a chopping block for free if that man don't look like us. Dre Chose said, good info. Man, I got 50 chiefs. See, this is just the beginning of the knowledge. I'm just warming up. Man, the man go see a chief every day. Man, DeSoto was seeing a different chief every day, bro. Y'all think this shit a joke. They're like I'm talking about, bro, there's so many people over here, I lost track of the names of the chiefs. Come on now. User Chill. Right? Okay, let's keep going. The great town of Hallelujah and lies there User Chill. Town, great store of maize, beans, right? Feed need hunter-gatherers, giving them corn. Christians, they killed the Christian that led them and ran away with the chain. Others filled the chains by night with a piece of stone. Christian would lead our people across the land. These people were taking our people hostage and making us go talk to other tribes, and this shit is fucked up. This book fucked up, I'm telling y'all now. When you read this book, it's gonna mess with you mentally. Cause they snatching up people, go talk to the chief over there, tell him I want his shit, tell the chief I want him, translate this. They doing all that, right? Now, let's keep going. These people are literally telling you Christians were doing this stuff. Christian, look, the language of the Christian. The governor departed towards Appalachia. Appalachia is Hebrew. Them Appalachian Mountains y'all be talking about, is Hebrew. Let's keep going. Appa is Abba, father. That's exactly what it is. The Coptic for father. Here we go. The term Appa is Coptic for father and is related to the Semitic languages, including Hebrew Appa. Appalach. Appalach, moist, fresh, green, new. Appalachia, Hebrew. Let's keep going. Now look at all these chiefs' names. Watch this. I know this book's so big, but I gotta break it down slowly but surely. But it's so many chiefs' names in this book. Anaka Appalachia, right? Let's keep going. I'm gonna get into detail a little more tomorrow, but I'm gonna show y'all some of these chiefs' names. Right? The governor departed from Kapak Hiku, that's a town, right? He came to a town called Teoli. This man going town to town. Look, they have barbecues. Within, they kept their maize, which is a house set up that, to air 4 stakes boarded about like the chamber, and the floor of it is of the cane hurdles, sugar cane, right? So we had storehouses with corn, sugar cane, stuff like that. You see that? Which maize, deer skins, mantles, which the Indians do give them to tribute to the Spaniards, which is maize, deer skins, mantles of the country. We were showing love to these people, giving them corn, deer skins for the winter, deer skin coats. You see it? They make fire and bake their bread of corn. See that? Indians have every one a house for the winter, with clay within and without, and the door is very little. They shut it by night and make fire within to keep warm, people. So they are in it as warm as as a stove. And it's so continued all night that they need not clothes. They burn the fire all night in the winter. This is nature's people. This is powerful information. This what you need to know. Your people had houses with good heat. Wasn't nobody around here freezing and starving. We got corn stored up, good heat. Roll the corn. We speak in Hebrew. We were not tarnished by the earth or by worldly things. That's what they trying to tell you, right? Stuff deep now. Roll the corn. Now, they was calling DeSoto the governor. They was calling DeSoto the governor, right? The governor. The governor. Now, why in the hell do we want to steady read the governor's paperwork, the senator's paperwork, the legislature's paperwork for our land? This man unalived your people. He named the governor. I don't want to learn shit else from the governor. Fuck the governor. Roll the corn, the senator, the goddamn alderman, the ward, the fifth ward, alderman, fuck all that shit. That's their culture. Roll the corn. You get it now? So I'm not finna go read no treaty signed by the governor, by my people, and the damn nigga who killed my people and took the land was named the governor. Because he come to govern. He don't come to be cool and hang out. He come to rule shit. In the book, he is telling, when he go to a town, he telling the Indians, look, I need you to go tell the chief of the next village. I need you to go tell the chief of the next village. Wait, give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2 in the chat. Y'all hear me? Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. So what he is doing is, before I break this all down tomorrow so we can understand, he is sending Indians. He grabbed the chief called the Coosa, Chief Coosa, Kotsin, Hebrew. Kariki is Spanish. Kotsin is the real name of these chiefs. He grabbed them. They ride with him. He send them to the village, and when he outside the village of the next town, and he tells them that this man want to run the area. He need food. He need shelter for the day, for a couple of days. This is what he doing, right? Roll the corn. Soto came to any town and found 30 or 40 dogs. He that could get one and kill it threw himself no small man. He killed it, and he that killed it and gave not his captain 1/4. But DeSoto had dogs that was attacking people, right? Here you go right here. He passed through a town, a lord whereof was named Kofoki, and came to a province of an Indian lord called Patofa. who, because he was in peace and with the land of Ocute, and which the other boarding lords, we had a whole bunch of chiefs now, had many days before noticed the governor and desired to see him. He came to visit him and made his speech following. He was making speeches to these people, right? Stuff deep now. Roll the corn. Hold on. I want to show y'all one more thing. Upper latch, okay. Now, these are some of the speeches he was saying to people. The governor commanded his Indians to be set free. So they was calling the chief the governor also, right, with him. The governor was commanded the Indians to be set free and traveled through the country up a river, very small inhabited, departed from his town. So I guess he was going in talking to the leaders, and then the Spanish were calling the chief of governor after he talked to them and tried to see what they was going to do. But they was kidnapping people, unaliving people, taking people with them to the next town, taking food from kingdoms, from chiefdoms, steady moving across the southeast, right? But I got to shrink this down. This stuff's so big, bro. It's just a lot of receipts. But it's a whole lot of chiefs in his paperwork. And I'm talking a whole lot of chiefs. So what you got to understand is Kotsin became the Kasiki. It was once Hebrew. Kotsin. Let me prove it to you. Kotsin, Hebrew. Karakis, the chief, Kotsin. Right? This is the Spanish word. This is the Hebrew word. Kotsin and Kotsin. So you get into Kotsin and Kotsin, officer, captain, chief. Let's keep going. So now you see it all over here, right? About the chiefs. Here go another name, province of Chisca. The river in canoes, talking about Christians coming, and Chiaha. So many different ones. I'm going to go through it real quick. Here you go. The Kasiki came forth to receive him on the way and made his speech. So when we talk about the Kasiki, we're talking about Kotsin, which is Hebrew for Kotsin, Hebrew chief. Let's keep going. Now we talk about the town of Tali. Tali, T-A-L-I. It's on this paperwork somewhere. It's so big. But check this out. Do what I want y'all to see right here. Watch this. Look down here. Look down here. Came forth. He came forth. His head, diadem of feathers. See it? Indians playing open flutes, singing. Right? Head full of feathers, flutes, singing. You see it? Look at the bottom. Fire. Diadem of feathers. Many Indians playing flutes. Fire. The city of Tali. T-A-L-I. Right? City of Tali. Tali is Hebrew. Tali is Hebrew. Right? Let's keep going. Hernando de Soto took the Kariki of Kusa from the chiefdom of Kusa. They called him the Kariki Koko. Right? Northwest Georgia and parts of Tennessee. After being welcomed as a guest, De Soto took the chief and several of his head men hostage to gain safe passage through the area in 1540. That's what they talking about. Chief Koko, right? Well, really it's Kusa. I think it's on here somewhere. Roll the corn. They go to the city of Tali right there. Lies in the city called Tali is Hebrew. And let's see, can we find Koko or Kusa? It's on here somewhere. Just so many. It's just so much to go through. They're talking about the Indians were good with the bow and arrow and all of that. But let's keep going. So Chief Coosa taking his hostage, coming through Florida into Georgia, taking hostage. They talked about Coosa, Chief Coco, a whole lot in the book, right? Here's a depiction of what they say he looked like. Chief Coco. This is a painting from, they say how these Indians looked. Let's keep going. Now, DeSoto is moving. He runs across Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa is in the book also. The Battle of Mobile. That's the name that became Mobile, Alabama, right? Mobile became Mobile, Alabama, right? That's where they get the name from. Let me show y'all something. So then he had conflict with the Chickasaws coming into Choctaw area. He's coming from Georgia area, Mississippi way, right? He kills Tuscaloosa, then he goes and fights the winter in the abandoned Chickasaw village. Then he dies on the Mississippi River, right? But by the time he reached the Mississippi River, he had already crossed so many tribes, so many people. See, there we go. Coco. Karachi Coco. They took him as a hostage, taking him to talk to other chiefs. Let me show y'all one more. So there was a town called Tosi, right? Let me show it to you. Toasi. It's in here somewhere. They go Tallahassee. I'm just showing y'all some of these names because it's so much information, right? But Tallise, right? Right there. There go another Indian chief name. So many of them, I'm telling you, all different type of names, Sanskrit and Hebrew. But I want to show y'all, there you go, Tuscaloosa right there, Tuscaloosa. The chief or the Hebrew Kotsin of Tuscaloosa. They're changed into Tuscaloosa, right? Hebrew, I'm telling you, Tallise. Now, let's go look at the base word of it. This the town, right? DeSoto came to. So the Tosi is Tawasa. Tosi is Tawasa, really. That's the name of the tribe. That's the new name. Tawasa was a Muskegon-speaking tribe. Originally lived along the Tallapoosa River in present-day Alabama. The DeSoto expedition was the first to reference them in the mid-1500s, writing the name as Toosi, but this their real name, Tawasa. We gotta get some type of, reference of these names of tribes that don't even exist no more. Well, they exist, but the names don't exist no more, right? Stuff is deep. Let's keep going. Now, Cassis. They go to the chief of Coco. There was another city I wanted to show y'all. Let me see. Mighty, virtuous, and esteemed Lord, the great Tuscaloosa, my Lord, to be kissed your lordship hand and let you understand that he's noticed how you justify ravish with your perfections and power. All men on the earth that every one by whom your lordship passeth doth serve and obey you. Now, these people are royalty, people. They're not speaking of Tuscaloosa like he no damn idiot, like he no hunter-gatherer that don't know what is going on. They are speaking to Tuscaloosa as if he is a chief. You see it. He's not no uncivilized man. They talking to him like a damn chief. But they teach you how people was uncivilized. They talking to this man like he's the royalty of America. You see it? That's fire. I'm looking for the name of the city. Hold on. I just want to let y'all see how they was talking to these people. These people were talking in beautiful languages where the wording was beautiful, right? They wasn't talking like no idiot. These people were smart. They wasn't dumb. They wasn't no people in the mountains. I mean, no dumb people in the woods. These people knew what was going on. Trying to find the name of that town. Too much information. Pia, okay. It was Piache. Piache. There you go right there. Right? The governor satisfied him with sweet words and with great brevity. When he departed from thence, he determined to carry him along with him for some cause. In 2 days' journey, he came into a town called Piache, Piache, by which there passed the great river. The governor demanded canoes of the Indians. They said that they had them not, but then they would make rafts of cane, river cane, reed, and dry timber. We the ones making reed cane boats, canoes, in which we might pass well enough. The governor and his people passed very well. So they made the boats with diligence and speed, right? And gave it to the people, right? So Piache, Piache, a town called Piache. Pia is P-E-I, which means the mouth of the river, just like P of Mississippi. P is a Hebrew word for mouth. Mouth of the river. P-I-A is P-E-I, mouth of the river. Piache, right? Got something to do with Chet. Let's go to the bottom down here. Now, these are Hebrew words. Chi, derived from Hebrew, it means God will multiply. Piache, P-I-A-C-H-E. P-I-A-C-H-E. So P-I is like the mouth of some type of river. That's why P-I is at the end of Mississippi. P-I is the mouth of the Gulf of Mexico. That's Hebrew, right? P-I is Hebrew, and it come all these words is the same thing. P-E-I, P-I-A, because they switching it, but P-I is Hebrew for mouth. Hebrew word, mouth. See it? Let's keep going. Now, there's so much other stuff. So many other chiefs in here, but we're going to go over it tomorrow. Let me see if I got the last 2 slides. Having passed the river Piache, a Christian went from his company from thence to seek a woman slave that was run away from him, and the Indians either took him captive or slew him. That's crazy. Christians looking for a woman slave. Do that make any sense? These the Christians y'all looking up to? These the people looking for a woman slave he probably was having some type of intercourse with, and he ran after her, and the Indians got rid of his ass because he wasn't no good. This book is powerful, y'all. We're going to go through this whole book tomorrow. We're going to go through this whole book tomorrow. Tomorrow. It's crazy. I got to get some more references and more the names and what they're talking about, right? This stuff deep. There was something else I had on here too. Let me see. The next day was speed. The Karaki came with 200 canoes full of Indians with their bows and arrows painted and with great plumes of white feathers. Plume feathers, people, just like Mayans, just like Olmecs, the plume feathers of the North American Indians. You see it? Plumes of white feathers and other colors with shields in their hand. They defended the rowers on both sides, and the men stood from the head to the stern with their bow and arrows in their hands. The canoes had a what? A tilt over the stern, and he sat under the tilt. And so were other canoes of the principal Indians. And from under the tilt where the chief man sat, he concerned and commanded the other people. All joined together and came within a stone cast of the shore. For thence the Karaki said to the governor, which walked along the riverside, and others waited on him, that he has come to visit, to honor, and to obey him, because he knew he was the greatest and mightiest Lord on the earth. Therefore, he would see what we could see. I can't even see it. For the greatest mightiest on the earth, we see what we would command him to do. Command him to do. The governor yielded him thanks and requested him to come on shore that they might be better communicate together. Right? This stuff crazy, bro. Our people were showing these people love. Too much love, right? As I go through this book, it's showing that our people are bringing these people gifts like we always did. The same way the Cretan brought gifts to Egypt. They brought gifts of corn, deer skin, and all type of fruits and vegetables and plants, right? They were trying to get along with these people, respecting them, until these people start pulling off our people as slaves or kidnapping our people. And then the problem started, right? That's when you get the wars in Mobile, the Tuscaloosa War, all in Alabama. These are the wars way before the Civil War that was going on with our people. But I got to go through this book thoroughly and get a lot of our teachings about this book, right? So tomorrow we're going to start on it because that book got a lot of information. That book like 500 pages long. Big pages. So we got to slow down and go through that. Roll the corn. Appreciate the Cash App. That's my Cash App right there. We know the truth now with the red logo. Tomorrow, it's about 30 chiefs. It's about 30 chiefs. Somebody Cash App me too. Appreciate you. It's about 30 chiefs that I got to go through from Florida to Louisiana, right? And we need to try to learn their names and what their names really mean, because most of it comes from nature, because these were nature's people, right? That's why I was showing the towns the other day. Now we're going to go through the chiefs that was in those towns when DeSoto came, because the land was unbothered at that point, right? At that point, it was the original names, original people, original languages. So this is before all of this paperwork came about that people go over. I'd rather see the people in their natural form and learn from that Then you will learn the future names, right? You'll learn the future names. So when we're looking at stuff like this with Chief Tuckalusa, see what I'm saying? This stuff is deep, man. Like, now Piachi. Let me see if I find it. See, that will be interesting too. Just to see if I still can find the names in these places in the South, right? Piache city or river, right? Ancient Native American name, Piache, which was located near the Coosa River, right? Coosa River. That's in Georgia, I think. Coosa River. The Coosa River, right? Yeah. Coosa River. What is that? Birmingham area? Hold on. No. A former Choctaw settlement in present day. So we got a Coosa River in Mississippi. Now a Coosa settlement of Choctaws. Then we got Coosa Creek in Georgia, which is named after the Coosa chieftain, which is Chief Coco was the chief. Also appears in the personal names that can be varied. The Coosa town, Choctaw Nation, Lauderdale County, Mississippi. Coosa Creek in Georgia. That's what they talk about, Coosa Creek. Stream in Georgia that gets its name from the Coosa chieftain. Yeah, Coosa Creek. So what's interesting about the book is it's giving you the name of the chief, the tribe name, and where they are located, right? And that's what makes this information so powerful, because if people still live in these areas, like this stuff really got something to do with your history. Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Carolina, Mississippi, Louisiana. So we're gonna try to find the real history on that. That's very interesting, right? But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. Hope y'all learned something today about the Algonquin and the Lenape and the Micmac Indians with that new form of with their former Egyptian writing. They were wearing red masks that became the New Jersey Devils logo. And these people were building buildings up there in the northeast of Stone. See, what people don't understand is they had shell mounds also, but the stone, you can tell that is a little later in the building process. You can tell those are descendants of the original earth mound builders that goes in, because when you see stone buildings going up, that's a little later in our history. So it's not older than the Mississippi River mounds. Those are the same bloodline going that way up into the northeast. Got to be, right? Because I don't see no other way. And they're using the same type of building styles and mounds and shell mounds and stuff like that. So it's the same culture. They want to separate the North and the South and the islands and Canada and South America. They want to separate it, but this is all our land. You can't separate it. You can't separate Mississippi from Delaware. It's all on the same land mass. Our people can move. These are intelligent people. So we try to separate these people's bloodlines like this some type of different country, but it's not. It's the same country. Same people moving around. They got to be connected all over the land. All of them building mounds of earth and shell. Then they go into stone work. Then they go into pyramid work. So you gotta respect it, right? And then all these tribe names are based in some type of ancient Hebrew language. So there it is, man. But I don't know if I gotta write all this stuff out and put it in alphabetical order for my book. But I gotta break these tribes and these chiefs. We got to see this stuff on paper because that'll break a code for somebody who's looking for information where he live at. Somebody might be living in the Coosa Creek area and thinking them some Native American whole time, them their ancestors. You see what I'm saying? For people that ain't even up on this information. So once we know exactly what we're looking for, it's easy to find the answer. That's all I'm trying to say. And we need some type of key code to break the code with these words and break the word down and put it into the other languages also. Then you can kind of see what they mean, where they from, what they talking about. Right? See what I got up here. Any questions, throw it in the chat, man. Throw it in the chat. Any question, throw it in the chat. Y'all follow Keisha the Hood Princess. Follow Casey Macon. Follow Rashad Poet, man. Follow old Gaddy. Follow Gaddy, man. Excelder, what's up, brother? Any questions, throw it in the chat real quick. Reference guy can put on the hard drive. Yeah, we need a reference drive. We need a hard book. We need a hard book. So I'm working on a hard book. But I don't know. I think I'm going to have to stop researching just stop for a minute and just start writing the book at where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Because the more and more I keep digging, the more new information I keep finding. And it keeps me not settled enough to just sit down and write a book. You know what I'm saying? So I be trying to get it all in while I can, if it's available, because sometimes you find this stuff, you can't find it no more. Who was Tuscaloosa? Tuscaloosa was a melanated chief in the Alabama area, right? They say he was 7 feet tall. Mound builder. Coming from mound builder stock, because they had mounds in their village of their ancestors, right? DeSoto tried to trick him, and then they got into a little war, and then they killed Tuscaloosa in Alabama. Tuscaloosa was they say it was a Choctaw or some type of off the Choctaw bloodline, but it was in the Alabama area. Gadsden, Alabama, Coosa River. That's what's up. Appreciate that, Copper. So Tuscaloosa, big dude. Big 7 feet dude. Say he look like Deontay Wilder. Say he Tuscaloosa like Deontay Wilder, right? Big chief. These were not no Native American. These were your people. They were American Indians, right? Not Native American. It was American Indians. Melanated people. And Deontay Wilder from Tuscaloosa. That's what's crazy. I'm telling you, man, they just bred like that, man. But them people from that land. They from that land, bro. They were way taller than the Spaniards. Way taller than the Spaniards. When you already know what kind of people they was. 7 feet tall. Way taller than the Spaniards. Muscular. So, what we got to know is that These people unalive these people, man. We never know where that bloodline went. You still might have Tuscaloosa blood in your bloodline if you're in Alabama right now. You know, because they don't teach us that, though. They teach us you just from Africa, right? This could be your great, 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 great granddad, or great, 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 great grandmama and them back in them time. Who knows? That what really happened. We ain't come from nowhere, bro. All our bloodline ain't come off no ship. Yeah, DeSoto got a cave in Bama where he where they settled it, right? Mobile, Alabama, Tuscaloosa, right? All that stuff come from somewhere. All them names come from somewhere. It's Mobile. Yeah, see, Daddy's girl. The way to break it down is you got to understand the Spanish or putting a Spanish and Latin swing on an original name. So if a Spanish man is talking to somebody, some type of Hebrew teacher, right? I mean, a Hebrew speaker, right? And he got a translator, they are putting the Hebrew words into what his language is because they already had done that overseas, right? They already took the ancient Hebrew language overseas and turned it into, they already kind of knew what they was talking about because they wouldn't have no language if it wasn't for the ancient languages that they learned from across the water. So they still understood some of the words, right? Coming from like the Bible, coming from like ancient texts. These people understood Hebrew words because they studied it, right? So when you hear people fluently speaking it, you can pick out certain words, then you get a translator, and you can break some of this stuff down. Right? Because you will see a word like with a Hebrew beginning and a Latin or a Spanish ending, right? And then that kind of tells you what the two languages are mixing right there. So the base word will be Hebrew, then they'll throw a Spanish chica or some. They're gonna throw some Spanish at the end, but you got to be able to decipher it because every word has a base word. You must understand that. Every word is a base word. Now let me give y'all let me give you an example. Just something real quick. I did this the other day, but I like to show people this because this proves a lot, right? Now look at the name of this town right here. Hold on, let me find the right map. Sachuma, right? They go Mobile, Alabama. Mobila, Piachi, right? I told y'all the PI is like the river, the mouth of the river. So when you see that PI, you think of river, right? You see that Tally, that's Hebrew. These are towns that Soto came through. Talisa, Hebrew, right? Alabama, Sachuma. Bamo is Bama, which is a high place in Hebrew, Bamah. So Ali or Eli, some type of god thing of high land, because Bamo is Bama, Bamah, which is high land. Sachuma. Sachu is the base word. Sachu is the base word, right? Sachu is the base word of Sachuma. Right? Now watch this. You see it? Sacchu. The base word is Sachu. So you look at it. So when you get the right word, it go right into Hebrew. Sachu. Most common for swimming or to swim in. Sachu. Hebrew word, right? Same word, just double C. Same word. Double C. Same word though. right? Sachuma, right there. Now, some type of water right there, where some type of swimming or in the water going on in this area. Because the Hebrew it means swimming. So it's there, y'all. Like the wording is there, the meaning is there. Mabila. Let's go back and look over here. Now this is what kind of threw me off right here with this part of the map, right? Itara. Itara is Atara, right? They put an I on the beginning of it, but it's really Atara. Atara. Atara is crown. That's why I was top messing with the girl name at the beginning, named Atara. Them names from here, that's a Hebrew name. Her name is Atara. She's still in the chat. Atara, put some coin in the chat if you're still in the chat. That's her name. Itara is Atara. Same thing. Female Hebrew name, crown, dignity, honor, royalty. In the Hebrew Bible, that name means crown to her husband. Right? That's fire. That's where our names come from. Right? A lot of these old words. Ancient Hebrew words. These words don't come from no Latin, and they try to teach you all that stuff. These stuff be ancient words. So these are the maps I'm going to be putting the chiefs together with. Because chiefs go with these different towns. He's going through all the towns on this land right here. Talking about all of them. Tula. He's going through all of them. And this stuff is crazy, but it's true. Now, Tula is associated with Tola, right? Which means crimson, like crimson red, like crimson from the snail or from some type of dye, right? Crimson. Or it could be the ground called the crimson, right? Because the ground had the red clay too. I read that in Alabama, about Alabama, but Tula, Tola, all that stuff this stuff Hebrew. So they could be talking about the red caves. Tula, Kavas. See that? Now what's that is this Louisiana, that's Mississippi. What is Arkansas right there? You see, Arkansas, red caves. Let's see what they got up there. It's there. I just have to find it. The red caves in Arkansas likely refer to the mystic caverns of Crystal Dome Cavern. I knew it was there. Just a download, right? It's on the map. It's there. So Tola is crimson. Tula, crimson. Hebrew. The red, that's called the red caves because I can decipher the words. Right? It turns into a moonshine steel, another possibly the Cosmic Cavern, which is another popular cave in the area known for unique formations. The Cosmic Cavern, I bet it's aligned with the stars for the season change for agriculture. I ain't never studied that. Cosmic Cavern. I'm on it. I already know what's there. Once you can kind of understand these words they trying to hide, then you can break it down like that. Tula Kavas, Red Caves, Arkansas. Go right and look at it. Hunter Gallery got a whole museum set up in the motherfucker. Selling t-shirts. The cave was discovered in the 1800s. Cap. DeSoto had already been through there. in the 1500s. Everything that was already, all the gold, all the artifacts already taken back, crossed the water with him. See where I'm going with this? Fire. Berryville, Arkansas, Cosmic Cavern. Then you got the Red Caves of Mystic Caverns and Crystal Dome Cavern. I'll look at a couple of pictures before I get out of here. I know it's something crazy there. Fire. I already know it's some crazy stuff up in there. And they found, I bet they found all type of stuff up in here. They can act like they didn't, but they did. They gives them a 200-year gap to lie, people. Give you a 200-year gap to lie. What the hell? Look. Oh, we just found it in the 1800s. Look at the entrance. See, I like to look over the top of the entrances because there's always be something there. You got to keep looking. There's a lot of these places I be wanting people to go check out that I can't. Look at that. Look at that. You think our ancient culture ain't already been up in there? Look at the cave opening. Look at the stone going into the inside. That's how you know ancient people was there. They lined it with stone going inside. See how fast you just run across old Spanish treasure cave. See what I'm saying? See how the download come to you? I ain't even looking for no download. Old Spanish, what treasure y'all got out the cave? I wasn't even looking for that. See what I'm saying? Them folk been took the gold out the cave, man. You think we never found no treasure? This shit been gone. I ain't even looking for that. I already know y'all robbed the cave. And they say we ain't got no culture. Old Spanish treasure cave. Happens after they close down the tours and set up for movie night. Y'all gonna literally call it the Old Spanish treasure cave. And DeSoto is Spanish. And this shit is on the damn DeSoto map. That's why I study this shit so hard. Because it's there. This is what we need to be looking at. Shit like this. With these maps. I'm telling you. These real maps. Fuck all them maps you trying to show Palestine and Assyria. Fuck all that shit. I be seeing niggas post them little goofy ass maps every day. This Samaria. This Egypt. This down here in damn Babylonia. Fuck all that. Always trying to connect. No. What the hell did Spanish get out the Tula cave? This is Sumerians up. Yo, crazy ass maps. Look, bro. That shit cool, but let's go find the real names, right? If the real name, that name, I'm cool with that. But these names have been changed 50 times. Like, we just can't sit here and just be pointing out shit. I ain't showing no specific locations. I don't study like that. I just ain't gonna sit here and call this motherfucker Egypt every day. No. Hell no. That ain't how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it different from other people, right? I'm looking at it totally different from other people. Let me show y'all how I'm looking at it. Okay. I'm looking at it as if we took the names of some of those places over there long before colonization came, right? So all you doing is doubling back on what the people done. If our people from Lebanon, somebody knew about a city named Lebanon from their homeland, they went across the water and named another city Lebanon, I'm cool with that. They're still the second coming of the city. And I understand why people studied it. But at the same time, it's deeper. We got deeper, more history than that, right? I just can't look at no map and just be like, this Israel, this Assyria, this Babylon. Nah, we ain't gonna, nah. This shit is way bigger than that. You see all these damn names on this list? This is what the people were calling themselves, right? When DeSoto came, where you think DeSoto got the prime words from? The people. He got a whole fucking book talking about the people. The Pato. Right? Alabama. Right? Koliki. All this shit. Tanico. This stuff means something. Right? So we literally got to go through this information to understand the overall, who are the people who were first encountered and what was they doing and saying and what kind of languages it was. I got to go by the people. I just can't go by no map just made off from anybody can make a map, right? But anybody can't come up with these names, bro. Nah. And then when I trace these names, they're Hebrew. So I got to go through this first. Because the Creek Indians called Balma a high place, right? Then I look at Balma in Hebrew, it means a high place. See, that makes sense. It's real information, right? B-A-M-A-H in Hebrew is a high place. The Muskogee Creek Indians called Alabama a high place. I know that for sure because it's in books. So we got to look at this shit the right way. Like all that old trying to make people believe all that other shit. No. Balma is Hebrew. High place. Hills. Used to worship in ancient times. This the first name of that motherfucking that place, bro. It wasn't called no goddamn Egypt. It was called something like this. Now, Egypt might have been a small town somewhere, but these languages is what this stuff first called. It just make most sense to me, right? Different places will call different things in America. Places over there are the second coming of the name, so you never know where that name came from. That name could have came from a small city over here that turned to a big city or big whole fucking river over there, which is cool. This ain't Egypt, right? This ain't Egypt, bro. You're looking at it wrong. The real Egypt, where the real Egypt first came from, ain't the desert. It ain't the desert. The desert Egypt ain't us. Because this ain't the desert. So if the land mass is different and the people are different and the food intake and the knowledge is different, it's not the same. Now, we name Egypt after a city over here, it's cool. You can't say a town over here is the original Egypt if you can find it. But I got to go through all the towns, all the tribes, all the names. We are the tribe land mass. So we just can't name the whole damn thing Egypt. Some of y'all niggas, Alabama. Some of y'all niggas, Shatta. Some of y'all niggas, Tunica, Tunis, Tennessee, Tunis. Right? Ancient Hebrew Phoenician words. Some of y'all motherfuckers is Yamasee. For real, because the tribe split up. I'm just being honest with you. It's a split over here. Everybody not on the same land mass and same area on the land. We got to get more specific. And all them people were mound builders, I just said, they just became American Indian tribes mound builders. Back of the person of the animal. Let me see. Etymology. Now, think about this. In the Hebrew Bible, Abama was a location for religious rituals, sacrifices, and festivals. Used for legitimate worship, the term later became associated with pagan and pagan altars, particularly after the centralization of worship in Jerusalem. Now, if we got a town over here named Bama, and then Bama is Hebrew, right? Now, let me see something. Now, a high place in Alabama, ancient Indians. This is what you got to go look for. Or ancient artifacts. A high place. They say one of them is Moundville. One of them is Moundville. The Florence Indian Mounds. A 326-acre site, 29 flat top, once powerful city, largest north of Mexico. The mounds were platforms of ceremonial structures in the homes, so they were doing rituals on high land, right? The Park Museum displayed many artifacts found on the site. Let me see. So Moundville is a high place. It's built up. Moundville is off the ground, right? That's one of them. But it's a mountain they was talking about also in Alabama. Let me see. It's two places. It's another place too, on top of a mountain I had read in a book. And here it is right here. Here it is right here. See, this is how you study this shit. That's what we're looking for right there. Sheha Mountain, Muskogee word for high place. This is what we looking for. Let me screenshot this. See, I'm studying with y'all. This is how we learn this shit. These are places we have to go find. I'm telling you. This where it was at. I'm telling you. Up here, high place, Muskogee. Look at that shit. The Alabama Hills. Look at that right there. Roll the coin, Alabama highest point. This is a high place. This is a holy place. This is Bama. I'm telling you what I know. In them old books, they said that the ancient Indians went to the high place in Alabama. Mount Sheha. If somebody close to that motherfucker, send me some videos. Because I'm telling you. When you take the word back to Hebrew, it gonna tell you what to look. It gonna download in you. It's gonna come right back to you, right? I need to go. It's probably cold as hell out there. It's time to get to these spots, bro. They got an ancient, they got an old stone building out here called the Civilian Center. Look, I know they ain't built it. They can stop it. There's some old stuff. Mount Sheha is Alabama's highest point. The Earth's crust. Trying to see what kind of Indians was out there. Hold on, let me go see. It says it's a Muskogean word though, so them Creek Indians. I ain't really gotta look that up because it say Muskogee. Obijah, what up, bro? But that's what we on, man. This is how we got to learn little by little. But like I said, so much information, man. Ain't no use of lying to your people. Like, we got so much hidden stuff, so many hidden words and places. Ain't no use sitting here talking about no aliens all day. And we ain't even never went to the high place of Alabama. See what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. They got us confused with all this extra bullshit, but our people shit right there in our face, and we don't never go out there and look for it. Cause we try to teach about Inca and Enlil and all that dumb ass shit. That shit. Nah. Protocol. We try to teach about ancient aliens and your ancestors buried in a high place, the holiest land in the world, and you around here looking to the sky for some bullshit. Roll the corn. Somebody told me that that's why the information I be speaking is important, because it keeps you in tune with the truth in the dirt, right? Keep you in tune with the dirt, the truth, the people, the lineage, the who left here and then supposed to leave here. Keep you in tune with your people instead of all this goddamn rhetoric, right? Because somebody did something to make that name the name of that place, and it's a high place of holy land, right? Our places shouldn't even be called this if it ain't got nothing to do with it. The Red Cave in Arkansas, the high place in Alabama. This is the type of stuff we got to go see. And I'm telling what you might see out there that they don't show us on a regular basis. And research it. You never know what happened. Let me see. Let me see what they say about the creeks in that spot. So it says, the high place is the Creek Indian language, refers to the mountain, the highest point in Alabama, with the name Shaha, meaning a high place, in the centerpiece of the Chihuahua State Park, history of Alabama Creek people. The mountain is located in the eastern part of Alabama. It is the highest point in the state and part of the park, the place of historical and cultural significance of the creeks. Fire. Hold on, let me see some. Now, in that area, we got a bitter fight between the fake creeks. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh, let me see something. Laptop about to die. Now, the Muskogee Nation and the Alabama Poarch Creeks are fighting over this land for a casino, and now one of them ain't from the land. See what I'm saying? Same way they fight over Israel and Palestine, and now one of them ain't from Israel or Palestine. They fighting over Alabama for casino land. Hunter-gatherers fight over our ancient land, people. And we don't even be in the fight. That shit bothers me, because we didn't want to be building that damn casino. A few Muskogee families from 130 miles south of Wetumpka were allowed to stay. Some because they fought alongside the U.S. during the Creek War in 1813. Their descendants would later form a Poarch band of Creek Indians. These ain't no damn melanated people. They helped in the Civil War. Therefore, they let them keep the land right there, right? That's what they trying to tell you. That's the only reason they there. And they all trying to get a part of the casino land. When we know these are some damn hunter-gatherers. And the Coosa River is right there. See what I'm saying? Coosa River right there. Look. See what I'm saying? Same place DeSoto came through with melanated Indians. Hunter-gatherers like this is out there trying to get a piece of the casino. Let me show you the people. Get the fuck out of here. Come on, Sal. Roll the corn. These the people, the mound builders, the Red Stick Creeks. Look at the Red Stick. Look at your boy. Look at your mans. Protect and defend. Who that on your shirt? A hunter? Is that the Native American Fred Hampton? Roll the corn. The coach, these are people getting casino money right here. Get the fuck out of here, man. Come on, man. I'm talking big money now. There you go. Fought with the Civil War for the Creeks. The Creek Wars. Helped the army in the Creek Wars. The hunter-gatherers. And now they getting land for casinos. Look at it. They in cahoots, people. With the government. Wind Creek Casino. Look. Get the fuck out of here, man. Look. The tribal nations. Oh my God, I'm a Creek. Look. Jeff Fife, or warrior. Nigga, you ain't never fought no war. Never in your life. Talking about the Creek War. Get the fuck out of here. Man, them folks straight stole Muskogee Creek from melanated people. And they out here building fucking casinos, $180 million casinos. We ain't getting a dime. Them folks took all our land, building casinos up on the most beautiful ancient river in the world. That's enough for today, man. I don't even want to get the ring. I love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. Appreciate the cash out. Wow. That's why I be showing y'all where this stuff be at. Them people know where your land. DeSoto came right through that area. And there wasn't nobody but us up through there. Now ain't nobody but hunter-gatherer. You know what I'm saying? Building $200 million casinos right on the Coosa River. Y'all snatched the melanated chief up right out that area and took him on a ride with DeSoto and the Spanish. Spanish treasure cave right off the map. 2 or 3 downloads I wasn't even looking for today. I just got it, right? Now I got to study all this stuff. I love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. Y'all have a great day, safe day. Appreciate the cash out. Appreciate y'all subscribing to my YouTube. 145,000 likes. Roll the coin. If you missed the first part of this about the New Jersey Devils, y'all go check it out on YouTube today, man. Be safe. We know the truth now.